In today's video, I'm going to show you how to install Krita and set up the AI Diffusion plugin with ComfyUI so you can generate, inpaint, and upscale images directly on your canvas. This is one of the easiest ways to bring AI image generation right into your digital art workflow, whether you're a beginner or you already use ComfyUI. If this tutorial helps you out, please hit the like button and subscribe for more software guides just like this. Now let's jump in. First, you need to install the AI Diffusion plugin for Krita. The easiest version to use is the official plugin by Ackley. To get started, download the latest zip file from the official GitHub releases page. Make sure you download the correct release so you're using the most up-to-date version of the plugin. Once the zip file has finished downloading, open Krita. At the top of the screen, go to Tools, then Scripts, and then choose Import Python plugin from File. A file browser will appear. Find the zip file you just downloaded, select it, and confirm the import. After the plugin has been imported, close Krita completely and then reopen it. This restart is important because it activates the new plugin inside the app. If you skip this step, the AI features may not show up right away. Now that Krita has restarted, go to Settings, then Dockers, and look for AI Image Generation. Enable that Docker and a new panel will appear inside Krita. This is where you'll connect the AI Diffusion plugin to your ComfyUI backend and start using AI tools inside your artwork. Next, you need to configure the ComfyUI backend. When you open the AI panel, click Configure. You'll see two main options here, and the best choice depends on your setup. The first option is Local Managed Server. This is the easiest method if you want Krita to handle everything for you. When you choose this option, Krita will automatically download and manage its own version of ComfyUI. All you need to do is click Install and let it set everything up. This option is especially useful if you're new to ComfyUI or you don't want to manually manage a separate installation. Just keep in mind that you'll need enough GPU power for a smooth experience. For NVIDIA users, at least 6 GB of VRAM is recommended, and more is always better if you want to work with larger models or higher resolutions. You should also be prepared for a fairly large download. Depending on the models you choose, storage usage can easily range from 10 GB to 50 GB or even more. So before you install, make sure you have enough free space on your drive. The second option is Custom Server. This is the better choice if you already have ComfyUI installed and you want to use your existing setup instead of downloading everything again. If that's your workflow, select Custom Server and enter your local ComfyUI address, which is usually http://127.0.0.1:8188. This connects Krita directly to your existing ComfyUI instance. It can save time, storage, and setup effort, especially if you already have your favorite modules and workflows configured. If you choose the custom server option, there's one more important thing to know. You need to make sure a few required custom nodes are installed in ComfyUI for the plugin to work properly. These include ComfyUI tooling nodes by Ackley, ComfyUI Inpaint nodes by Ackley, and ControlNet preprocessors. These nodes help Krita communicate correctly with ComfyUI and unlock features like inpainting and image processing. If any of them are missing, some parts of the plugin may not work as expected, so it's a good idea to check everything before you start creating. Once your backend is configured, you're ready to use the plugin inside Krita. From there, you can start generating images, editing parts of your canvas with AI, or upscaling artwork without leaving the app. That makes the whole process much faster and much more creative, especially if you like working visually and iterating as you go. And that's it. You now know how to install Krita, enable the AI Diffusion plugin, and connect it to ComfyUI using either a local managed server or your own custom setup. If this video helped you, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next tutorial. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.